Have you ever been reading a book, scrolling through social media, or listening to a friend, and suddenly you hear a sentence that just stops you? It hits you right in the chest. And suddenly, the way you saw the world just a few seconds ago has completely shifted. It's like someone turned on a light in a room you didn't even realize was dark. It's incredible how a simple arrangement of words can rewire our brains, isn't it? Words hold energy. They can heal us. They can challenge us. And sometimes they can completely break open the boxes we put ourselves in. Today, I want to share a few of those mind-changing quotes with you. Not just to hear them as background noise, but to really sit with them, feel them, and let them sink deep into your day. So, take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's explore some wisdom together. Wisdom that just might change your perspective forever. The first quote comes from the writer Anaïs Nin. She said, "We don't see things as they are. We see them as we are." I don't know about you, but whenever I read that, I have to put the book down for a second. Think about that for a moment. It suggests that the world outside of us is actually a neutral place. The tree is just a tree. The rain is just water. The traffic jam is just cars. But we paint everything with the colors of our own internal state. Our mood, our past experiences, our fears, and our dreams. If you're feeling anxious, a text message that reads, "We need to talk," feels like a disaster waiting to happen. If you're feeling secure and loved, the same exact message feels like an important, constructive conversation. This quote is a powerful reminder that when you change the internal state, when you heal, when you grow, when you find peace inside, the world around you starts to look like a completely different place. It's not the world that changed. It's the lens you're looking through. And the best part? You can clean that lens whenever you want. Building on that idea, here's another one that really plays with our perception. This is from the book, The 4 Agreements by Miguel Ruiz. He says, "Don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering." This one is hard to swallow, right? Because we're wired to think everything is about us. If someone is rude to you at the coffee shop, your brain instantly thinks, "What did I do? Are they judging me?" But Ruiz is inviting us to consider something radical. Maybe that person is just having a terrible day. Maybe their dog is sick. Maybe they didn't sleep. Maybe they're carrying a weight you know nothing about. Their rudeness is their problem to carry, not yours. Once you truly understand that most of what people do is a reflection of their own inner battle, not a commentary on your worth, you become free. You stop trying to control everyone's perception of you, and you finally get to just exist. And speaking of changing your lens and the stories we tell ourselves, I'd love to know what quote has changed your life recently. This community grows stronger when we share these little nuggets of wisdom with each other. It's like we're all building a library of perspective together. So, take a second right now and drop your favorite quote in the comments below. It could be from a book, a movie, your grandma, or a stranger on the internet. I read every single one, and I'm sure someone else in the comments needs to hear exactly what you have to share today. Don't be shy. Drop that wisdom in the comments. All right, let's keep going. Here's the next quote, and this one might sting a little, but in a good way, like a deep tissue massage for your soul. It's often attributed to the philosopher Socrates, but it's a concept that appears in many spiritual traditions. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. How many of us spend our days trying to stop bad habits? We wake up and we fight against procrastination. We fight against anger. We fight against eating junk food. It becomes this exhausting mental wrestling match. But here's the thing. Fighting something gives energy. When you tell yourself don't think about a pink elephant, what's the first thing you see? Exactly. This quote suggests that you don't become a writer by constantly fighting your lazy side. You become a writer by simply writing one sentence and then another. You don't become healthy by obsessing over everything you can't eat. You become healthy by cooking one new, nourishing recipe. Stop trying to tear down the old version of you with a sledgehammer. Just start quietly building the new version of you, brick by brick, habit by habit, in a different corner of the room. Eventually, You'll look up and realize the old structure is gone, simply because you stopped living in it. This next one is by the amazing author and poet Cleo Wade. She said something that I think pairs perfectly with that last idea. She said, "The scariest moment is always just before you start. After you start, it's just a process. The problem is never how scary the thing is. The problem is always how long we stand at the edge of the water." Oh, that hits home, doesn't it? We spend so much time standing at the edge of the water, dipping our toe in, pulling it back, worrying about how cold it is, worrying about if we'll drown. We exhaust ourselves just thinking about starting. Meanwhile, the people who are actually in the water, they're cold for about 2 minutes, and then their body adjusts and they start swimming. They're too busy moving forward to be scared anymore. So if there's something you've been standing at the edge of, a conversation, a project, a big life change, remember that the fear is a gatekeeper. And once you walk to the gate, the fear has no power left. The process takes over, and you can handle the process. And finally, one of the most liberating quotes I've ever come across by the author Byron Katie. She asks a question that I think we all need to ask ourselves daily. Would you rather be right, or would you rather be free? This is a big one. We spend so much of our lives trying to prove we're right. We need to be right in arguments with our partners, right in our opinions online, right about the grudges we've been holding for years. We collect evidence to support our case, but holding on to that rightness is heavy. It's exhausting. It's like carrying a backpack full of rocks everywhere you go, just so you can prove you were strong enough to carry them. Letting go, admitting you might not have the full picture, or simply deciding that your peace is more important than winning the argument. That is true freedom. Sometimes the bravest, smartest, and most mature thing you can say is, you know what? It doesn't matter. I choose peace over being right. Because at the end of your life, no one is going to hand you a trophy for being right, but you will feel the absence of all that weight. So, as we wrap up today, I want you to remember that your mind is not a fixed thing. It's not concrete. It's flexible. It's bendable. It's like a muscle, and with the right input, the right quotes, the right questions, the right people, it can grow and stretch in directions you never imagined. If these quotes resonated with you, if even just one of them made you pause and think, then this video did its job. The best way you can support this channel and help spread this kind of thoughtful content is to share it with someone who needs it. Send this video to a friend who's going through a tough time, or post it in your stories. And of course, hit that like button to let the algorithm know we need more depth and less noise in the world. If you want to change your mind with us again next week, make sure you're subscribed. Take care of that beautiful, flexible, powerful mind of yours, and I'll see you in the next video.